the resistance of the capacitance, or the impedance of the capacitance, that's the one that explains the impedance of the inductor. So if I increase frequency, what happens to the impedance of the inductor? Give you a clue, it's that one. If I increase the frequency, what happens to the impedance of the inductor? It increases, that's right. So inductor blocks high frequency, but it passes low frequency. Well, how can it? It's only a bit of wire. How can it? It's a piece of wire. There's nothing special about this, it's just something I got out of the cover and I wound around the finger or around the pen. So why does it block high frequency? It's an electromagnet. So as you feed in your AC waveform, you're making that magnet go plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, really, really fast. And the bigger the inductor is, the more it's going to resist that change. Okay, we all know inductors in electric motors, all that kind of stuff, don't we? So what we're doing is we're creating a magnetic field each time the sine wave goes plus or minus. We get this magnetic field being formed around that coil. And the faster it goes, the more difficult it is to generate that magnetic field, so the more it blocks the high frequency. Okay, see how all these things start to fit together. Now, another challenge for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to put an inductor in here. We're going to make that inductor 1 millihenry. We're going to make this resistor 1K, and I want you to simulate that for me. Now what would you expect? I would expect the low frequency to go straight through here. It's just a piece of wire at low frequency. So at low frequency, I would expect straight through. And at high frequency, I would expect this to block it because it's got to create a big magnetic field around itself to allow anything to pass through it. So it's, at high frequency, I would expect it to block. And just by joining those lines together, I would expect that. So that will be a low pass filter, but just done a different way. Remember the other low pass filter that we saw looked like this, didn't it? So you can actually see that these components are interchangeable as long as you swap over their position. Okay? Simulate with an inductor now.